guys, it's Hannah here, and today I am going to be sharing with you what's in my pen case, or rather for me, this is what's in my school pen case. This is the one I have in my backpack every day that I use in school, and in case you didn't know, I am currently in Bible school for a year, so I work with this thing every single day. So a lot of the pens that I use for my Bible and my notes for class, of course. And this is kind of a packed case. I have a lot in here, but I wouldn't take out a single thing because most of the stuff I use, and some of them are like in case I need them kind of stuff, you know? Either way, let's go through it all, shall we? So, opening it up. This pen case, by the way, is from kikki.K. I think it was from this Pause collection that they had. So it has this gorgeous mint lining. It is a leather pen case. It's a very smooth, non-textured leather, and I love it so much. And it's a great case. Like, it's a great size is what I meant to say. It's a great size. And yeah, so either way, moving on. So the first thing that the number one thing I always use in here is my Pilot G205. I did a what's in my pen case I think about a year ago, and that was more for my planning and stuff, but this is more for my schoolwork. This pen was in there too. It was my main pen that I used, and it still is, which is kind of crazy. And I'm gonna use these adorable Wonton In A Million sticky notes to try them out so I can show you. So let's see. It's my favorite. It's a gel pen, and I love the 05 size. I think this is my third refill in this one. So yeah, I use it a lot. Then the next pen I have here is a PaperMate Ink Joy. This is 0.7 tip. And this one I actually got when I was in America this past summer. We don't have PaperMate here in Sweden, and I have had a hard time finding them at all. I've had to buy from out of the country. So when I went to America, I was in Target just looking at stationery, and then I saw them and I was like, I have to buy them now. I have to. So yeah, I would like to have this one in 05 size. It is a very inky pen. It does kind of show a lot, but it's very nice to write with. I do really like this one. I don't use it much in school, but I have a couple of extra pens in my case in case somebody needs to borrow, because I'm like the only person in class that use pen and paper. Everybody else is digital, and not everybody has a pen whenever they need one. So this is the one I always use. I'm never giving this away. This one people can borrow if they have to. And then let's see. Okay, so the last pen I have to give away or borrow is my Uni-ball Jetstream. This is a very broad tip one. This is 1.0. And this is a standard ballpoint pen. I don't usually, this one is quite smooth for a ballpoint and I like it. I do prefer gel always though. And then let's see here. Okay, so the next thing are many things. It's not just one or two. And these are my new found discovery that I am very, very happy about. These are technically not mine. Technically, I have borrowed these from my dad because he asked me once, he actually bought a bullet journal and then he wanted to get some supplies, and I'm like, well, what do you want? He asked, do you know if there's any lead pencils that have color, color lead pencils? And I'm like, I have no idea. Speaking of lead, I do have a regular lead pencil in here as well. This is a Pilot Super Grip 05. So he wanted something like this, but with color. So instead of color pencils, you just have them as lead and you don't have to sharpen them. I'm like, I have no idea, but I'm sure there is, because there's so much stationery out in the world today. So he Googled and he found these. So these are the Pilot Color Eno pens, and these are 07 size, and they are indeed lead pencils, but with color. And it's actually really cool. So I have most of the colors here. I think there's a yellow one too that I don't have. But I found the reason why I borrowed them from him was because I use this in my Bible a lot. So let's see if I can find somewhere where I've a good page. Let's see, let's go to the New Testament. I have a lot of note taking there. So here's one page. So they do come out really, they're not super strong, because the thing is I didn't want to use ink pens in here because I know that they can bleed and Bible paper is super thin and I don't want to ruin it. So I thought, what if I use, you know, pencils? They won't bleed and it works really well. Either way, the Color Eno pens, I highly recommend if you want something that's practical and very, like, compared to a colored pencil, these are very nice to hold because of the rubber grip. And for Bible journaling or Bible marking, these are great and I've been loving to use them. I'm really happy that I could borrow them from my dad because he ended up not using them as much as he thought, but I sure have. Let's see, so the next pen in here is my Simbalion permanent marker pen. And this is a dual tip, so we have a broader tip here and then we have a fine tip on this side. So there, I tried spelling it. You can see it bleeds a lot. I got this in a Happy Scrappy kit and it's great for writing. I use it mostly for stickers or any like different type of surface that's not paper. So let's say plastic, glossy paper. It's good to have in my pen case. I've had several cases in school where I needed something like this because a regular pen wouldn't do the work. Also, in my, speaking of Bible, in my Bible, I actually use transparent sticky notes. I've found that regular pen doesn't really work on them because it takes super slow to dry. So I tried using the permanent marker on them and that works really well. So yeah, it's always good to have a permanent marker close at hand, in my opinion. Oh, I feel like I'm talking too much. I apologize. The next thing in here is my trusty eraser pen. This is a Staedtler Mars Plastic. Since I have one of these, I need to have an eraser. And I don't like to use this thing because when you use it up, you have to buy a new one and that's just, I don't know, difficult. So I prefer to have this one whenever I need to erase something. And then the next little thing is a quite random one, but this is actually, let's see if I can get it off. Oh, whoops. It's scissors. These I actually got from Muji. I don't know if it says, it's in Japanese probably, but it's from Muji and it's a very practical little pair of scissors and it becomes kind of pen-sized since it's like this. You never know when you need a pair of scissors, so that's why I keep these in here because they're good to have. And next up, what do we have? Oh, okay, so I know what we have. We have my Mildliners. I do own a lot of Mildliner colors. These are just a select few that I've found useful. I wanted to use this in my Bible, but like I said, because they're ink-based highlighters, I didn't really want to use them in my Bible. I've had other uses for these, for like school projects or different types of marking or like color coding. Sometimes in a class we talked about something where I needed a red, blue and green. Since they have this and as well, you can use them as like a regular marker pen. And I love that about the Mildliners. So always good to have, always keep these in my pen case. And we're actually out of pens now, so now are just some practical things I keep. So I have a whiteout. This I got super cheap. It was a 2-pack. I actually got it in Amsterdam. I think the store was called Hema. It's actually super good. I think I got it a lot more cheap than I did the previous brand I had, but I like it a lot better. I don't know why. It works great. So sometimes cheaper is better, which is nice. So yep, gotta have this one. I want my notes to be neat and readable, not too messy, so this is super great to have. And then I do have, so this is a washi tape sample card. This I made for one of my planners a couple years ago probably, but I try to use up my washi cards or give them away, because I mean it's still washi and it's usable. So this is a very practical size, obviously, when it's flat, and I love having washi close to me because you never know when you need some tape. And washi is great because you can easily tear it and you can stick it somewhere and easily take it off. It doesn't, you know, leave residue. It's super easy to handle, so it's great if you needed to hold something, you put something up on a wall. You never know. I've actually had many instances where I've used washi, even in my notes, for different reasons. So washi is great, and I love to have these cute ones especially in my pen case. Let's see. All right, so we have this thing. This is a refill for my Pilot G2. I just recently changed it, so this one is probably not going to be needed for a couple of months, hopefully, but you never know. And I thought I bought 2 the last time I ordered, so I might as well have this one next to my G2 so I know where it is whenever I need it. And then I do have a ruler. This is just a, oh, I was gonna say 15 centimeter, but it's actually 16, so that's nice. It's always good to have a ruler. And last but not least, we have the famous see-through sticky notes that I talked about. I actually got these as a gift from my friend Karin of Cat's Creative Corner. I think she bought it for when she was studying, and I haven't used them that much, but they are actually great for my Bible. Like I showed you, whenever there's something, I can easily just put it there. I can write something, you know, you can see through the text, which is really nice. All right, so that was everything in my pen case. I have my sticky notes, I have my ruler, I have my washi cards, and I have my backup refill. I have all of my Mildliners, and I have my Eno pens, my new faves. And let's see, I have all the other little goodies that you never know when you need kind of stuff. Let's see. And I have my whiteout. Oops, this is not how it was before, but that's fine. I always keep the whiteout here at the very end. It all fits so nicely. How satisfying that is that? And then you close it up and it's all nice and snug and tight in there. I love it, and I love to have essentials that I love and love to use and that are functional, because the most annoying thing is having things that don't work for you. So, but this all works for me, which I'm really glad about. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was somehow helpful for you if you needed some comparisons, or if you want to try out some new pens. Let me know if you have any questions, or if there's any pen recommendations you have, or if you're loving the same things I do, or if there's anything that I tried here that you want to try yourself. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And yeah, that's it for now. I hope to see you next time. Bye!